Hi there, Coach Latanya here, and welcome back to Elevate Wellness. So today I want to do a stretching session with you. This is a restorative workout. This is perfect for a long day, perfect for getting your day going anytime really, okay? You don't need a lot. All you need is a mat or a towel and the floor. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this work in. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the workout. We're going to start with a little dynamic stretching first. What is dynamic stretching? Dynamic stretching is stretching in motion, okay? Which means that if we go into an activity of walking or running or anything like that and we're doing static stretching, static means it's being held in place for a length of time. That is great for after, right? After the exercise, after the activity. But if you are warming up into the activity, you want to warm up those muscles. Think about cold gum, right? If you put gum in a refrigerator and pull it, it snaps. So dynamic stretching is the way that we can warm up the muscles and also increase flexibility. This is why during the walking workouts, you see me doing things like this in the beginning, kind of moving, because we're warming up into the movement, warming up into the workout, okay? Now you may also see me stretching a little bit after because we're cooling down and we're just kind of getting that range of motion back in any of the areas, right? But for today, we're gonna practice that dynamic stretching for the restorative workout, okay? The focus in this workout is lower and mid back, all right? So when we're drawing in the core, we're not having, you don't want to have a tight back, okay? You have that curve in the back. That means your abs are not active. They're not on, right? You have that curve. So what you want to do is you want to line those hips into the under the shoulders. I'm going to line those hips up. Now my glutes are on, my abs are on, and I'm in alignment. My frame is in alignment. But watch what happens if I let it go. You see that? So you want to pull the hips underneath the shoulders and your core is active. Your glutes are active, okay? Your core is this area of the body. It's not just the abs, okay? So we're warming up. You're keeping that core active, keeping that core on as you bring those knees up. Now, just by doing this, we're also incorporating the abdominal muscle a little bit. So it's a nice standing crunch as well as some dynamic. We're going to go ahead now and do a little heel tap here. Tapping the heel, getting into the inner thighs, getting into a little more core, some balance even. Okay, now we're going to take it over to the side. Tap the toe, balance. Tap the toe, balance. Balance always starts with the big toe, or is necessary to have that big toe, okay? So if I am not able to plant that big toe, I'm not going to have balance. My ankles are going to be shaky. But once I activate that big toe, it turns on this muscle, which helps to give balance, okay? Even if I feel like, whoa, right? It's the big toe that we need to plant. So we take it over to the side and balance. Over to the side and balance, all right? We're going to now do this side. So if you have issues with balance, I recommend having a chair or being close to a wall. Practice planting that big toe, the inside of the foot, right? Activating the inner thigh muscle and work on improving your balance, because you can improve balance, you can improve coordination. It's just work, okay? Wonderful. All right, now tap the floor. Reach for the heavens. Even doing this, we're loading that core. We're not doing that. Keep the core on. Here and up. Here and up. 3 more. And 2 more. And time. So we're going to practice some core activation even from this plane, from this position, okay? So watch my back. I'm going to let my back go. Right? You see how my back is sinking in here? Think about a coffee table. So my fingers are open, right? And I'm going to pull that belly button in and bring that back straight. You see that? I want you to practice that, okay? Pause the video, come back. I want you to practice that. So many times the backs become so tight, the core has gotten weakened, and what happens is we feel like this is the posture. But we have to really fire that core up again. So we do that by tucking that pelvic bone back, right? Don't let it just go that way. We're here, and I like to keep my toes tucked, okay? Now, even with your arms, they should always also be active. So this is why it's a restorative workout, because although the focus is the core, we are strengthening muscles still, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do, toes are tucked, and we're gonna push it back, okay? Pushing back. Now, just by keeping the core active, you will begin to feel this along the lower back if you are tight, okay? If you're tight, you will feel this right in the low back here, okay? And what you want to do now is you want to begin to breathe. You want to sync your breath with the move. So how do we do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice breath in as I go forward, flow back, blow it out, okay? In as I go forward. And what you will find is with the breath, you're able to get a little bit deeper, a little bit further in the stretch. This helps to continue to warm up the back, but also get length back in the back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just take it over to the side. So what I'm doing here, this part of my shoulder is I'm shifting it out, right? I'm shifting, but I'm also shifting the hip out as well. So I'm getting length here all along the side as I come back and over. You see that? Frontal view here. Now watch this. This side is I'm shifting, okay? You see how I'm shifting to that side? Shift and then come back. Let me do that again. So this is alignment here. I'm shifting to one side and then back. And I'm doing it to the point of being able to bring this finger or this hand here up. Okay, so we're shifting over to the side. You can tuck that chin in as well. Keep it fluid, okay? So we're breathing in as we go forward. We're blowing out, bringing it over and back, opening up that muscle. Let's do about 2 more here, over and back, and 1 more on this side, over and back. We come up, we do the same on the other side. So we're going over and back, really opening up now, right along the hip area, the shoulder, the lats as well. Because the body is connected, right? The body is interconnected with other bones and muscles and ligaments. And so sometimes we can have a tight back, but it's pulling from other areas. It's pulling on, it's impeding movements or ability to move. And so this is why we want to have these types of workouts as well. Okay, it brings balance back to the body. 1 more. Very good. Okay, so we're going to keep those fingers open, keeping those toes tucked, and we're going to push back now, opening up the chest, bringing it forward. Bring your gaze forward. I want you to go into a plank here. So I want you to keep that belly button pulled in and blow it out. Going into a plank. What is a plank? It's lining up that core. Lining up. You want to have a straight line with the body, nice and strong with the shoulders. Drawing that belly button in, pushing back. It's great for strengthening the abs, strengthening the core. So we're breathing in as we go forward, opening up that chest, and blowing out as we go back. So we're breathing in here, blowing out. For 2 more, breathing in as we go up. Nice straight line, blowing out. Very, very good. Okay, so now we're going to come to a seated position. Now, very important to strengthen those abs. We do the abdominal workouts, the standing ab workouts, but it's very important that we also strengthen the abs from floor workouts as well. You want to have a well-balanced routine. So this is a great way to introduce you to the floor without being strenuous, okay? So this would be after you've gotten, either you're working with me in person, my online coaching, or you are have done my workouts enough to have a stronger core, okay? And how do you know when it's time? When the standing workouts, standing ab workouts, you feel like you should do more, okay? Then you're ready for this stage, all right? So let's go ahead. You're gonna lie down. Now, what we're gonna find here is neutral spine, okay? Neutral spine is right now I have a slight curve in the back, okay? I have a slight curve in the back. Let's do it here so you can see. Okay, you see my fingers there? Because I have a slight curve in the back. So that's when I want to take my back and I want to pull it toward the floor. Now what's happening is the pelvic bone now is in alignment. This is great to practice because when we're standing as well, you want to practice that when you're cooking, washing dishes, standing in line at the grocery store, standing period. You want to practice neutral spine. And that will help to strengthen or give you the ability to maintain that posture longer as you practice this, okay? So we're drawing the belly button in. We keep the back nice and flat. I want you to feel that. I always say that when I'm working with a client. I want you to feel that. I want you to understand what that feels like, okay? So that whenever your body is out of alignment, you know, okay, hold up, something, let me set up again, okay? So when you hear me say reset or find your posture again, that's what I'm speaking of. This is what I'm referring to, all right? So we're at neutral spine. What I'm going to do here now is I'm going to pull the knee in toward the chest. And what's happening is now, because I have neutral spine, I'm lengthening that low back, right? I'm lengthening that muscle now. Okay? Keeping the shoulders down, not hunched or hiked up. Keeping the shoulders down toward the mat. Now, as I bring the heel down, I am maintaining neutral spine by keeping that core active, and then I bring the knee up here, okay? And then I come down, and then I bring the other knee. And then I come down, and I bring the other knee. Now, what's also happening is we are also, you feel that tightening as you begin to lower that leg. This is where you want to resist the urge of letting that back come up. You want to keep that back on the mat, okay? So what we're going to do is a few heel taps here, okay? So what I recommend is here, we're going to start here, keeping the core active. You're going to relax the arms by the side, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, nice heel tap, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? And then you're going to go back into a stretch, all right? So it's not intense. It's not stressful on the body. This is restorative. This is opening up those muscles, strengthening the core a little bit. We're going to go back into another set of heel taps here. So we're going to go here and 1, 2, 3, 4, keep that back straight, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. We're going to go back and stretch one more time, bringing the knee in toward the chest. Keep those shoulders down. Do not let them hike up. Shoulders down. Very good. All right, and then we go to the other side. We're going to do this one more time, all right? So we bring both feet down. We're going to go back to the heel tap for a set of 8. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Now that we've done one leg at a time, we're going to take both knees in toward the chest. You may feel that stretch at the low back. Just kind of hang out there. Hang out there for a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rock the boat a little bit. We're going to rock the boat a little bit. I'm always making up my own terms for workouts, exercises. I've always done that since I started training for over 20 years now, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. So what is rock the boat? Now that you have neutral spine, when you have both knees together and you begin to shift, you may feel like, hold up, I need to keep my core on. There's a mechanism that Creator has given us all that enables us to balance, and that's called the core. So just when you shift off center, you feel a tightening, right, happening in the midsection. This is rocking the boat, okay? So find that balance where you're that instinct, right, to lock, it to tighten is on, and then you're going to go over to the other side. So you want to have that control. Practice that control. Okay, leaning over. So you want to lean as much as you can without falling over. Okay, as much as you can without falling over. This is rocking the boat. Okay, when you're finished with this workout, leave a comment. Let me know how this part went. Okay, and then we're going to return back. Now let's go back by pulling the knees in toward the chest. Keep those shoulders down and relaxed. You may find now by this point you're actually getting a little bit more length. Your knees may be coming closer to the body, so you're opening up, you're lengthening that back a little bit more, which is the purpose of this workout. Now we're going to take it into another series of movements to further lengthen the back and relieve those tight muscles. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take both knees over to the side. Okay, over to the side. The top leg is going to come up a little bit more. You see that? Okay, so I'm going to come here. This hand, I'm coming here, this, right? And this one is extended. All right, so I'm stretching out that low back. This feels amazing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it nice and fluid. So I'm going over to the other side and I'm doing the same thing, but I'm keeping it fluid, right? So over to the side, and what's happening is I'm gently lengthening the spine. Now as you do this, if your back is tight, you want to take your time with this. You may even feel clicking, popping, not painful, but you may hear a sound, okay? And that really is, it needs this. It needs the movement. It needs the fluidity. It needs the lengthening, right? And those tight muscles. And this helps to really open up. By the way, if you're doing this in the morning before eating, perhaps you're doing some intermittent fasting, you are just waking up and you don't really want to eat right now, this is great for setting your digestive system up for the day. It's great for wringing out the digestive system. This is also great if you experienced a virus. Those types of viruses too, it helps to wring out the digestive system. I've done this with my son before and it helped with prayer, and very, very good tool to use. It's good for gas as well, trapped air, very good for that as well. Okay, all right, so we're going to do this one more time. Now you may notice by this time that you are able to bring the knee up a little bit more. Okay, now as I do this, I hear popping right in here. So that lets me know that there's a knot, right? And just by doing this, I'm warming up into that. This is why we make it fluid, so we don't have to be so aggressive with it. All right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out. I'm going to hang out there a little bit more, getting more rotation here. My palms are facing up toward the ceiling, by the way. Opening up the chest, opening up the back, the spine, breathing it out, and then I go over to the other side. I'm going to do that one more time. You can hang out here and get what you need further from the stretch if needed. If you're tight, hang out and do a few more. Okay, so keep the palms up, opening up the mid back. Very, very nice. And then we're going to come back to neutral spine. So what I want to do here is I want to bring both knees again in toward the chest. Okay, both knees in toward the chest. Very, very, very good. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a figure 4. Okay, so the figure 4, maintain neutral spine here. Okay, figure 4 is you want to have the legs extended up toward the ceiling, and then I'm going to take this leg here, this leg, okay, and I'm going to cross it in front. All right, now my knee is here, so it's right below the knee, not on the knee, right below the knee. And then I'm going to take both my hands and I'm going to pull through and then bend the rear leg. I'm going to take you through that again, okay? So let's go back to 1. We're straight up, okay? Then I'm going to take this leg here. I'm going to cross it in front, right below the knee. I'm going to take both hands now and needle through. Okay, that's called needling through. And I'm going to bend that rear leg. So what I'm going to do here is this elbow is going to press on that knee, that thigh, to keep it down a little bit. You see that? I'm going to let go. Now when I press on there, I bring it down a little bit more. So that gives me more stretch. Okay, you don't need to do a lot. You don't have to really press and make it go, you know, far. There's not really a depth that you need to go to, just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit of tension there, a little bit of pushing there, and you will feel that perhaps in the glute, piriformis, very, very good stretch, okay? Now, you want to go ahead and gently release, and then we're going to do the same thing, opposite side. So I'm here, right? And I am going to bend the knee, and I'm hanging out there again. So I'm lengthening the glute, releasing, and then I'm going to come here and do that one more time. Needle through. Very good. For 3 and 2. How long should you hold it? 10-15 seconds is great. And then you can do this 8-10 times if you need to, 5 times if you need to. You do not want to overstretch. And when you do stretch, you want to make sure that you are well hydrated, okay? Because a dehydrated muscle is going to be tight. It's not going to have the flexibility that it needs to have. It's not going to be pliable because it's dehydrated. When we're dehydrated, even our hair is more sensitive. Our hair is more fragile. So if our hair is more fragile from not drinking enough water, just imagine how not having enough water affects the muscle tissue, okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get into the glutes a little bit. So I'm going to extend both legs here. Even as you're doing this, you want to maintain neutral spine, okay? I'm going to cross the legs here now and pull the knees in toward the chest. Now I'm going to take both hands and just bring them here, not on the knee, just wherever I can, and pull a little bit further. So what's happening is I'm getting deeper into the glute here. Also, I'm getting that length in the low back. So remember when I said that sometimes muscles are pulling on other muscles. So even if your glutes are tight, they will also pull on the back. Okay, if your back is working a lot because your glutes are weak, then that will make the back continue to be tight. So our muscles are working together, always trying to work out, always trying to balance, always trying to compensate for the weaker muscles, the tighter muscles. And so this is why these types of workouts are essential. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the opposite side, getting into that glute. And you may notice, right, you may notice that the glute is getting that length in there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do another core exercise. Okay. So what I want you to do is you want to have your feet up toward the ceiling. Okay. You want to have both arms down by the side, neutral spine here. Okay. Neutral spine. And what you're doing is you're making circles. So you're keeping that belly button pulled in, and you're making circles. As you make those circles, you notice the shifting in the core, keeping the belly button pulled in. This helps to tighten those muscles, strengthen those muscles, and this will help to support your back. Okay, a lot of times our backs are being taxed because our core is not as strong as it needs to be for us to do or perform the activities that we want to. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So you see I'm not moving very much. It's not a big circle. Okay. Now, as you become more advanced with this movement, you can make the circles bigger, but that will be more work on your back and on your core. All right. So right now, small muscles, 2 more, 1 more, and relax. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and integrate another exercise here. So we have our arms not completely back, but here. And we're going to come 1, 2. You're just kind of tapping. So tapping the calves, the oh my goodness, the tibia. Okay, here. So just by doing this, keeping that neutral spine, and you're coming in. 1. You should feel this in your abs. Tightening those abs, blowing out as you come to the center. So as you can see, it does not take much to strengthen the abs in the beginning. These are great beginner exercises, but also maintenance exercises as well. I still do these from time to time. They're very, very helpful. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, we're going to go back to stretching out the back here. So we're going to hold it over. I'll hold those knees close. And then we're going to go back and shift again. So we're going to shift over to the side, bringing it up, over to the other side, bringing it up. We're going to come right back up to the middle. We're going to take those legs up again, stretching out. So as you come up here now, you're getting more length, right? More length in the back of the legs and the glutes. I feel that. I did legs really well this week. So let's do those circles again, okay? Arms down by the side, and we're doing those circles, keeping that belly button pulled in, maintaining neutral spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. And then we're going to come straight up. 10, 9. Your back may come up a little bit, but it doesn't need to come up high to activate that core. All right. 5, 4. You should feel a burning in those muscles because of the tightening. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. Let's go back and stretch again, bringing the knees in toward the chest. Knees in toward the chest. And we're going to rotate it over one more time, over to the side, and over to the other side. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some rock ups. Okay? This is going to take some practice because just like rocking the boat, it's a very similar motion. Okay? So what you want to do first is you want to come here. You can rest your hands here or here, and watch me first before we do it. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of momentum here. Not that you have to, but this is a way to do it. Okay, so you come up and balance. I'm balancing on the bum, on the seat. My shoulders are not up, my shoulders are down, shoulders are also back. Okay, so I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to lower. Good. I come back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. And one more time. I come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take those legs straight. You want to pull those toes back. That's going to elongate those muscles a little bit more. What I like to do is have my hands underneath the knees, okay? And you want to keep those shoulders down. Don't let your shoulders go forward, okay? So you're going to come forward and stretch that low back. Now, you may feel this initially in the back of the legs. That's totally normal, okay? But as we lengthen the muscles in the legs, perhaps the calves, you may even feel this in the feet. If you feel this in the feet, your body really needs a little bit more stretching. You want to invest in a little bit more, a few more stretching sessions a week, okay? Because if it's pulling from your feet, there's no other place for it to go really. It's come to the feet, right? The length of the body. All right. So now what I'm going to do is to further elongate those muscles by now taking the chin toward the chest, and then I'm bringing myself forward here, and now I feel along the back. You may even feel this in the mid back. But again, you see, just by moving the head now, we're deepening that stretch a little bit more. We're going to hang out there. This is more of a static stretch now. We're allowing the shoulders to relax. We're allowing the hands to relax all the way down to the fingertips, keeping that pull on the feet. And we're going to hang out here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Bring the head up, and we're going to sit up, okay? Now, what we're going to do is take those shoulders back and down, back and down. Very good. Okay, let's do that again. Chin toward the chest. You can reach right, slide right underneath the knees, and we're going forward again. So we're getting a little bit deeper in that stretch, keeping those shoulders down. We're going to hang out here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Bring your gaze forward, and we lift up. We're going to do that one more time. All right, so we're going to take the chin toward the chest and lean forward. So I can tell already that I'm getting a little bit more range of motion here. I'm getting a little bit closer to the knees. You're going to hang here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Bring that gaze up. Sit up nice and straight. I can tell now that I have more length. I have more ease as I sit up straight. We're going to do that one more time, okay? So chin toward the chest, and we're coming down toward the knees. We're hanging here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. All right, gaze forward, and we lift up. All right, and so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this workout today. If so, please leave a comment and let me know. If this is your first time, I hope that you enjoyed this workout. I hope that you feel more relief in your body, less tightness in your back. If so, come back to this video a few times a week so that you can enjoy more length for more length of days, okay? For each and every subscriber, I appreciate you. And as you are establishing more workout days, you want to implement some restorative workouts in between 1 or 2 days a week, just to help balance the body, balance the muscles, balance your nervous system, and all of those great things, okay? Be sure to hydrate, right? If you have tight muscles, it's warmer out, and we could be losing water just from sweating, from going to the restroom, because it is hotter. You don't have to feel thirsty. If you feel thirsty, that's an indication that you are already past, you're close to dehydration, right? So you don't need to drink water, every 30 minutes, but you do want to drink water throughout the day. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this workout, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until next time, live beautiful.